when it comes to a school, like all the other religious-based schools, if there are enough people willing to do that work, I think it's an excellent idea. We have Chidmaya Vidyalayas all over India, dozens of them, and there's one in Trinidad as well. And that school is based off of Hindu values, but it serves people of all religions, right? They come there. There's people of all religions, all backgrounds to learn from there. So we should be open to anybody who wants to study, and it does. I think Bhaktiji says minority. We have to keep that in mind when we talk about opening up a school. We are a minority. The path for us is going to be more difficult than it is for others. But if there are enough committed sanatanis willing to do it, I think it's an excellent idea, because when we have Balavihar, it's 1 hour out of their whole week. The Monday through Friday and even Saturday with extracurriculars, they are constantly bombarded with why are you doing this? Even teachers teaching them things about Sanatana Dharma that's false. And they come back to me and they say, hey, I took world history AP and the only thing they talk about is caste and poverty and all of this, this patriarchal society. Is it true? And then I only have a limited time to talk to them about these things. So the false information and sources are overpowering the right information and the truth. So if you have a school for Hindus to be able to learn about how to be a better servant to society, right? It's not just about being a better Hindu. When you're a better Hindu, you're a better person. You're a better sevak. So I love the idea. If there's enough people, I think it's excellent.
Thank you so much, Ramachariniji. Shrey, would you also like to take an answer for these?
Yeah, absolutely. And I particularly want to just talk about the college question, right? I think a lot of the worries and fears that parents have when sending their kids to college is that, man, they're going to be exposed to so many things. I can't force them to come on Sundays anymore to the temple, right? I can't tell them to do these things. They may choose to do other things. They may lose connection, right? All of these fears. And some of the comments are absolutely great, right? Being able to have the idea of having free transportation from universities to temples would be amazing, right? I think that would be so helpful to keep them committed, and even continue their kind of connection with the temple. But what I think is more important is finding a way for someone to build that connection with those youth, with those individuals on a college campus in a different context, right? So what I mean by that is, when kids are in college, it's a whole new environment, right? They're on campus, they're exposed to many different things, but having them come to the temple isn't the only way to keep them connected. It's by keeping the relationships alive, right? So similarly to what Suchitaji said, we have discussion groups on campus where we'll talk about the same kinds of ideas, values, and topics related to our culture, but we see it from a different perspective, maybe a little bit more global, tailored to young adults. And we'll have these discussions where we want to the main idea is to keep someone who's leading this discussion be in the same age range, right? So that people don't feel judged, people feel like they can maintain a good relationship and that they can relate to the people in the entire group. And so, we've been having great discussions on a weekly level, talking about topics like why we celebrate certain festivals, who are historical figures that have done great work around the world, debates on contemporary issues. But what's most important during that phase of life is to maintain the relationships that you built with the community group through the temple, because without that, I think that is the time frame where afterwards you see friends and groups move to different parts of the country or a different world, and it's harder to keep that kind of connection alive. And so if those relationships are intact,